this is all downstream from going the self-publish route. If we had a publisher, we would have had a lot of support in all of this. Granted, you still have to test titles and you still have to test covers and things like that. And you still have to approve the typesetting, I'm sure, but you don't have to then hire the people to do it. Or they at least give you a bunch of people and they might have give you a bunch of designs themselves. It's all downstream from that decision to self-publish. And I know that I've been alluding to, we would talk about the decision to self-publish and why we did that. And I thought it'd be good to talk about it right now. The primary reason that we self-published was to get the information out without needing anyone's permission.
Yeah, and we were a little bit worried, not a little bit, I was a lot bit worried that people would not like the way that we said things and how we said them, and I didn't want anyone trying to correct those things in order to sell what they thought was a book that they didn't understand the concept of.
I wasn't super worried about that, but I think the main thing was that you wanted to publish it tomorrow, and to publish it tomorrow, we couldn't go with a publisher because a lot of times, especially in the nonfiction world, at least from what I've read, I've never had a book deal. A lot of times you don't just shop an idea. Like you can shop an idea and they do give you a book deal. Sure, if you have an audience and you have a name and things like that. But a lot of times you have to write the entire book and then you go shop. You write the entirety of the book and then you go and give it to these people. And that's especially in fiction too, from what I've heard, if you don't have a name.
So they can help you with the name and the cover and
No. But I mean like you yourself, if you don't have a brand, if you're not already a published successful author, or you're not a person that has huge following, they're not going to just buy your idea. We didn't shop it, so we don't know. But it's much more convincing if you give them your first manuscript, or you give them your first draft and you say, do you want to buy this? Would you like to option this? And they say, yeah, sounds good. Let's make this. And then they give you the book deal. But then you have to write it first. Because we wanted to publish it tomorrow, we were like, well, I don't want to ask anybody's permission to help us with this. And so we need to get this information out as quickly as possible. Self-publishing allowed us to bypass any lengthy contract negotiations or support discussions with a publisher.
Yeah, that would have slowed us down.
Exactly. It was literally as simple as that. And we were thinking, okay, well, you and I have been entrepreneurs for a long time. And this is from what I've read, from where we would find help with the publishing is that they would help do everything that I just talked about. Everything that I just helped talk about, they would help you do. They might help you with the promotion of it. They might have bookers and things like that have relationships with big podcasts and then book tours that you could do as well. But from what I've read, once again, if you don't have a name, it's going to be difficult to get in. Whereas like, okay, we're okay at marketing. We kind of know our audience pretty well. I think that we can do all of that ourselves. And then once again, we wanted to get this information out to you as quickly as possible. Well, we were like, okay, self-publishes it. It was literally as simple as that. Even though that decision affected every single decision underneath it, literally every single decision underneath it, it was one of the quickest decisions that we made. And